Hey, it's Soul. It's December 22nd, 2017. This is Warcraft, a weekly. That's Bob over there, and let's get started with the show. Hope everyone's had a good week. Unfortunately, I'm kind of coming down with a little something. So I'm going to try again to be brief, but I still want to, share a little bit of what went on this week in the World of Warcraft. The guild, as usual, did pretty well. We got one extra heroic boss down, which sounds a little bit surprising if you hear on the forums or like everywhere that, oh my god, heroic and Taurus is like so easy. And I think the raid is just a little something more to be enjoyed on top of everything else. I mean, there's nothing. We're not in a race. There's nothing we're competing against. It's, especially with the way that my guild is, it's like, okay, cool, we get to the end of heroic, then what are we gonna do, guys? Ooh, let's switch to alts. I guess we're gonna do alts. So speaking only for me and my guild, I mean, I'm happy with the pace. We're only, we're still progressing each and every week. We only have a couple bosses left to progress through, and rest assured that I am going to be releasing paladin tanking guides where I just talk about the fights from a paladin perspective. But at least the first impression that I have is that, man, there's just not a lot going on for tanks in this raid. But stay tuned. Once we complete the entire raid, I'm gonna do a palcast. I'm gonna get some of my guildmates together, and we're just gonna talk smack on Taurus for like a couple of hours, so stay tuned for that. I do honestly take great pleasure when people share how their week was, so share your wins, your losses, share what kind of holiday plans you have for this week. I'd love to see them. Someone on stream suggested the other day, hey, so you should do a wild token giveaway. It's been a little while, and I'm like, well, I happen to have 11,128 subscribers as of right now, so to celebrate having 11,128 subscribers, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Yay! So to once again incentivize, share your story, share your wins, your losses, etc., and one among you will be chosen to win a WoW token, and I'll announce the winner next week. Once again, this is only for the US side of Realms, but, well, good luck to everyone, and I'm excited to read what you have to say. This week's featured YouTuber is one that has been mentioned a number of times before, and well, I guess I'm a jerk. I haven't mentioned it until now. Is he a threat to you, Soul? If you mention him, is he going to undermine your efforts and domination? Yes. Lon Measley Dreams of Warcraft is the name of the channel. That took 11 tries to get it right. I kept saying Mon Leasley. Dude. It's a pretty straightforward channel focused on gold making as well as prepping your characters for activities. He puts some pretty good effort into his work, and he works in such a way that it's not just about flipping items in the auction house, but more like certain farming methods or utilizing certain game systems to make a couple extra bucks or gold diseases. The videos are pretty short and to the point, and they don't have a lot of convoluted, fluffy stuff like cheap humor and, stupid laughs and what, So I encourage you to take a look. Give this guy a little bit of feedback and tell him that I said hi. And as always, if you know a channel that you think needs a little bit more attention, and I'm talking about 10,000 or fewer subscribers, send them my way. I'll take a look if I remember, and I'll feature it in a future video. Thank goodness this week's news is pretty light. I think you guys are listening to my voice slowly deteriorate over time, so I'm just gonna try to shotgun right through it, okay? Okay? Good. Buzzard is holding a sale on most of their digital goods. Sweet. Head over to the Battle.net shop if you want discounts on games, although they're not as big of a discount. I don't think they were as big of a discount as they were for like the Black Friday and the Cyber Monday sales, but just about all the digital cosmetic stuff in WoW is on sale. So we're talking about the pets, we're talking about the mounts, we're talking about those little helmet things. It doesn't look that good, but, well, I got them. And you know what? I'm gonna do a giveaway for that too. Oh shit. All you gotta do for this one is, in a comment below, just leave the name of the thing, the in-game pet or mount or whatever. Well, pets and mounts. Don't try to buy like, a freaking announcer pack, or like, don't put in like the Overwatch special edition. I'm not gonna give that away. But let's just stick to like World of Warcraft, pets and mounts and stuff, okay? Leave the name of the thing that you want in a comment below, and that's it, you're in. One winner, yeah, probably one winner will be chosen at the end of the year. I'm gonna announce the winner for that, and they're just gonna get stuff. I'll just need their email, and then I'll be able to, gift it to them. I love that gifting thing. So cool, we have 2 contests going on. That's really nice of you, Soul. It's probably the beds, isn't it? More than likely, yeah. Woo! It's the holidays, man. I mean, even if I don't have a lot, I'm in a giving mood, and I want to make people a little bit happier, okay? A curious thing happened the other day. The Tyraels Charger mount, the one that came from Diablo 3's pre-order bonus way back in the day, apparently that was on sale over at the Taiwanese version of Battle.net. Apparently there was like some sort of Diablo 3 promotion going on. Diablo 3 promotion, what is this, 2012? Anyway, can't complain, but it looks like it was just a very temporary sale. The promotion had already ended if you didn't happen to get one. But it makes me wonder, I mean, the Tyraels Charger mount, I mean, it's a decent looking mount. It runs like an idiot, but I thought it was supposed to be, you know, one of those kinds of exclusive sort of things, and apparently they just put it on sale for, you know, a very limited amount of time, but it still kind of takes away the principal exclusivity of this item. I mean, imagine if the original World of Warcraft Diablo, the mini Diablo pet, imagine if that was on sale, or my precious BlizzCon Buzzard bear mount. On the one hand, I feel pretty good about it because, okay, there are people that still feel passionate about having these items and they want to have these things, you know. And then on the other side, of course, you know, my personal feeling of maybe, you know, oh, I want to feel special. I want to be my own special little snowflake, I guess. To be honest, I'm not partial either way. They're just items, and in the end, my Blizzard bear can't fly. Hashtag Rocket Bear. So I would want to wrap things up with the 735 PTR news and things like that, but it's become more and more confusing as to what exactly is going to come out on the patch, like day 1, as opposed to, you know, week 13 or, you know, the last couple weeks before Biffa comes out. So instead, what I want to do, I want to kind of put everything, you know, into like a kind of list, a very unorganized list, and, well, I'm going to leave it to you folks at home or on the toilet to kind of help me figure out just what do you think is going to happen in what order. So you want your viewers to do the work for you? No, but I think it'd be kind of fun to, you know, if I get a lot of different kinds of responses, then I'll, you know, talk about, hey, this is what people think about what their order is, and I'll apply that to like my own theories or something like that. I mean, I'm probably going to do a separate video onto what I think they are, and then maybe I'll do something else that shares what other people's thoughts are too. So anyway, here's what I have, and I'm totally like deteriorating, can you tell? So I'm just going to read off the list that I have right here. We have the Allied Race quest lines, and separately we have the Allied Race unlocks. There's a good chance that as soon as you finish the quest lines to unlock XYZ Allied Race, that you'll be able to create a new character immediately. But part of me thinks or wonders, hey, maybe that might be a separate thing. It might be a separate thing where, you know, players will be able to do this stuff and not have to rush through. They can kind of take their time with doing it. And then at some later time, the Allied Race unlocks will actually happen that let players dive right in, make their new level 20-ish character, and get started with their Allied Race. There's the release of the Seething Shore Battleground, which, you know, if it was released day 1, I think that would be a little bit weird, especially if we don't have the full context as to what's going on. At the same time, this is PvP, and it's going to be weird because this is kind of related to the story of Battle for Azeroth. So will it be immediately available, or is it going to be something that's released over... I'll let you folks figure that out for me. There's the final send-off of our artifact weapons, which may mean that we will lose the power and like the traits and the abilities of our artifact weapons, or it might just be like a ceremonious like send-off, but at the same time, like, screw the lore, we'll still be able to use all of our abilities. We'll just have like this deactivated weapon or something. There's the creation of those emissary buildings. There's some data mine stuff, like voiceover data that came from the PTR that suggests there's going to be kind of an event where the embassy is being built or something like that. On the PTR present, though, the embassy is just there. It's just ready and waiting for us to... Well, it doesn't even do anything. There's just, you know, NPCs that are just hanging out there. There's the Feast of the Horde, which is an event that happens in the Before the Storm sample chapter that we got at BlizzCon. The Horde are celebrating, they're hanging out, they're sort of doing their thing. So that at least tells me that, well, this doesn't happen very often, where certain elements or certain things that happen in-game also happen in a Warcraft book. Helping to tie some of this stuff together is the Before the Storm book itself, which is coming out on June 12th. I don't know if the book is going to be tied into like the timeline of patch content at all, but I think that for the most part, Blizzard wants players to experience the events of the book in-game before the book itself comes out. And then there's the stuff that we know is going to be happening like towards the end of this entire timeline, which is for Teldrassil to burn and the second battle of the Undercity, which is basically when Biffa starts. So this is a pretty meaty list of stuff that happens in-game that are happening between, you know, the final raid and towards the Burning Throne and the launch of the next expansion, or at least the pre-patch before the next expansion. I know know I'm being a broken record on this, but this kind of feeds into my little theory about, you know, instead of having everything lumped up into like 1 month right before the expansion starts, we're gonna get like drip, drip, drip. We're gonna get like a trickle of information, of gameplay, of things, of small things to do leading up to the expansion. But obviously, I might be off. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think of this order, and with that, I'm going to wrap things up. I want to give a couple of special thanks, including Tyrael from Tyraels and Tyraels channel for letting me be a part of their end-of-year collaboration. You can take a look at their video below, but of course you took a look at the video. Everyone takes a look at their videos these days. Ha! But I also want to thank Tyrael and all the other wonderful, very generous YouTubers that lent their time, their short amount of time and energy to contribute to my own end-of-year celebration, which, again, you can take a look at a link below. Thanks to all the new viewers and subscribers. Welcome to the channel. I hope you have a good time. And a big thanks to Jason and Jesse D, my newest patrons. Being a patron is one of the coolest things that you can do for my channel. It's thanks to their very generous contributions that I'm able to continue doing what I'm doing. I mean, there would be a lot less of me. Maybe that's a good thing. You know, there'd be a lot less of you too. Oh. Anyway, there'd be a lot less breezy if it wasn't for your contributions. If you want to be a patron, check out the link below. But hey, all I really need from you is to support me the best way that you know how. So please like this and every other video that you enjoy seeing from me. Leave a comment wherever you can, and especially in this video, so you can get a chance to win either a WoW token, or a cool mount or a pet, or, well, maybe both. Okay, that would be like those are pretty crappy odds, but who knows. I do plan on doing one more weekly before the end of 2017 to kind of round things off, but in case I don't, hey, Happy New Year. But please stay tuned. I have a lot more in store. I have big plans, but until then, stay safe, stay happy. Hey, what about me? And stay breezy.